Hello.
Sorry, Morgan. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Writer's Room. Let's do intros.
Happy intros.
Happy intros. Morgan, take it away.
Hello, everyone. My name is Morgan Lee. I have a YouTube channel where I stream every other Monday at 8 a.m. Central Time. This weekend, I will be co-hosting on 3 streams for the Storyteller's Hearth Writing Relay. I will be on Shannon's, Maya's, and Emma's stream, so come and hang out with me over there. And then next weekend is the AuthorTube Writing Conference. I will be giving a seminar on editing. The title is How to Know If Your Manuscript is a Dumpster Fire, Preparing for an Editor. So stay tuned for that, and that's all I have.
Yay. Tiffany, welcome back.
Hello. Oh, hello all. I'm Tiffany TL Russ, Lifestyle and all the interwebs. I'm not as busy as Morgan. I have this Saturday I'm doing Saturday Writes, and then next week I'll be back for PJs and Scribbles, and I am one half of the Des Laurie writing team who have our first release today. So if you want to go check out our stories, Shot It Forever and Bookish About Love, they are live on Amazon.
Congrats. And our lovely guest this month, Laura Nettles. Take it away.
Hello. I'm Laura Nettles. I mostly write horror. My collection, Tiny Shivers, is out now. And I will be on 3 streams for Storyteller's Hearth. And I am presenting in 2 presentations for the AWC. So that's going to be great. Mine will be publishing short stuff, how to do the thing. So writing the story, finding publications, submitting revisions, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Barrett is in a different spot.
He popped out of the stream.
All together. Off our internet. Sorry. And hi, Gwenna. Can't wait for you to have a baby. Sorry I interrupted you, Laura.
No, that's it.
We have links for Laura and everyone on screen below, so check them out. Although I asked Tiffany before I disappeared if I could get the Des Laurie link. So if we can get that, I will pin it in the top of chat because it's a big day. So no, she doesn't have that ready, so no big deal. If Morgan has a link to the AWC, we'll do that one. And I think we've probably got some links for AWC as well. Feel free to drop them, Shannon, and we'll pin them briefly throughout the stream. Okay, so the reason you came into a timer was A, Tiffany was late. B, Barrett did not send anyone the story, so we had to read it. Or C, Laura was late.
Oh, there's a multiple choice. I was like, was I late?
It was B. No, it was me. It was B. No, it was me. I was late. So we had to read the story, which, wow, guys, what was your initial reaction to that?
I don't have my thoughts together yet. Hold
Well,
on.
first of all,
You know,
it's like, was it? Yes, all to that.
It was
Yep,
Barrett.
It was. Laura goes, I sent it months ago, and I was like, ooh. So anyway, but it was sort of like, did Benjamin Button inspire you, and you were like, let me make this terrifying? Or
No. Okay, so there's an anthology coming out that's open to submissions July 1st, I think. July 15th, July 1st, somewhere in there. And
Okay.
the theme is, it was all a dream, but make it work. So I made it all a dream, but I tried to make it work. And I love Junji Ito. So I was inspired by his story, The Long Dream, where dreams become longer and longer for this guy every time he falls asleep, and so his brain gets bigger and bigger. Like it's a time until he like ascends the astral plane. So, yeah. So I kind of wanted to mush it together, and
Yeah.
of course, Lovecraftian-esque kind of weird, creepy creature.
It was
So,
that. It gave me that.
yeah.
I got all of that. Let me ask you this. So how would you pitch it to someone? Like if you were given someone the quick pitch, like so the audience can like catch up to kind of what we're talking about as far as the theme of the story, what would you say? You're welcome. On the spot, you're welcome.
Yeah. So, people start to age quickly, but only while asleep. So, in the dream realm, they see a creature that they can kind of remember, and they start a transformation process in their sleep. But when they wake up, they're back into being just humans, but they've aged like 10 years.
I loved the concept of it because it was like Body Snatchers and Benjamin Button. It was like so many things that I loved all squished into one thing with a creepy monster that was sucking their lives.
Thanks, Eva.
So first question, is it cosmic because of the unknown being?
I don't know if it's actually cosmic. It's more creature feature, I guess.
Okay.
But we don't know what the creature is. It subsists off of the astral bodies of humans.
Okay.
So when people are asleep, their astral form projects and it'll suck those away. So, yeah.
So what is your question about? Is it the one you shared in private or is it big? Okay.
So are there places that could be expanded to increase the horror in the story? It is 1,926 words. So I do have some more room to play. Yeah, so it starts with the characters in their mid-20s, and it goes all the way till they're in their 90s and have their final sleep and turn to dust. So, yeah.
Which was actually kind of a hopeful end.
Yes. Surprisingly.
Was that only me that felt the hope at the end? Speaking of hope, Morgan's wearing a shirt that says hope. So was I the only one that felt the hope at the end, or what did you two take away from the ending?
I don't know if I got hope. Let me see. Okay, let me reread the ending real quick.
I know, I'm rereading it too because I was like,
where's the hope?
No, okay. Well, so let me put it this way. So can I give away that part, Laura? Do you want to keep the point? What I thought was interesting about it is, let me put it this way. Death to me would be scarier if I didn't think I knew what it was or what it would be, especially if like you were dying quickly. Like if you knew like, oh, this is coming really fast, like day or two away. I think in the end, getting the explanation, it's sort of like the explanation of life, except in this case, it's the explanation of death. It like explains why they were dying and how, and kind of the hopefulness of the person that they loved is still in existence somewhere doing the same thing. I don't know. I thought that was
life from people.
Well, sure, but that's what they have to do, right?
So there are different types of horror endings, and this is the one where the main character becomes the horror.
Right.
So instead of like just being killed off by it.
Yeah.
So there is a continued existence.
I think that's why I didn't get hope, because now like there's this creature and like, yeah, I don't know. I didn't get, it seemed kind of down and depressing. Like just like going through the trauma of like waking up and you're 10 years older than you were the previous day, and then becoming this creature at the end. Like that's horrible. That's awful.
So different views, Laura. Clearly I am on your end of that was such a beautiful ending. I don't know about beautiful, but like it was maybe I read it from the couple thing of like they were a couple and they were kind of going through it together, sort of, or they like there were two of them going through it together, and so then in the end, when the person meets their maker, for lack of a better word, they learn that that other person still exists too, and so it's just the cycle. And yeah, it's a transition into a creature. Yes, so yes, and actually, that's fitting. It is like a cocoon in more ways.
There is a cocoon in
There is a cocoon in it, which
Should
I thought
I-
was well done too.
Should I read the beginning for the people?
Yeah, please do. So you can give them a little taste, and Tiffany and Morgan can cover their ears and be like, I'm still caught on how Barrett thought this was a beautiful ending at the end, but they lived.
So the story is called Skin, Bones, and Mouths. So it's such a delightful title. I love
heartwarming.
it. Yes. Warms the cockles of your cold, dead heart. Okay. My skin is sagging more than usual. I pull up my slightly drooping jowls, so reminiscent of my mother I shudder. I shouldn't look like this yet. Am I so stressed my body is aging faster? Good morning, Jonathan says, wrapping his arm around me from behind. I look at him in the mirror, my eyes roving over the crow's feet that are deeper than I remember. We look mid-30s instead of mid-20s. What is going on? Morning. I bite my tongue between my teeth, not bringing up our aging bodies. He better not trade me in for a newer, younger-looking girlfriend. My dreams linger like... Oh, come on, I can't read through Anonymous Beaver. Thank you. My dreams linger like a vague mist in my mind as I rise to awareness. The terrifying face of a creature with dozens of sucking, toothless mouths along its spider centipede body is imprinted in the back of my consciousness. Its many boning limbs, like emaciated human arms, beckoning and intimidating at the same time. What is that? The rays of sun wipe it from my brain, lifting the image like watercolor sponge from paper. I roll to my side, pulling the warm comforter around me. My reflection in the sliding mirror closet doors jar me awake. Oh my gosh, I cannot read. Jars me from my regained peace. My mother is staring back at me. She's wearing my pajamas, is in my bed, is raising her hand to her mouth as I raise mine. She is me. I'm my mother. Stifling a gasp, I shift to look at Jonathan. His father is staring back at me. We have aged again in our sleep. Fast, I scream. Jonathan sits bolt upright in bed, baggy eyes opening wide, hands fluttering over me as if checking for injuries. What's wrong, Madison? He stops as the words leave his lips, taking in the faint liver spots adorning the backs of his hands as well as my face. We must be 50. What's happening? Tears roll down my face, my sagging middle-aged face. We should call the doctor, Jonathan says, voice more gravelly than before, reaching from the nightstand for his cell phone. Between hiccups, I nod. I'll check social media and see if something's in the water, the air, anything. The only story on the news online pertaining to our area is the increase in premature aging cases. The doctor's line is busy. Wait time's an estimated 6 hours. The hospital line is no different. Let's just wait for an announcement to be made, suggests Jonathan. Something's obviously wrong. Maybe you should go back to sleep while we wait for more information. Despite my shock, drowsiness pulls at my eyelids. I can't help myself as I slip back into the world of dreams, the weight of Jonathan's comforting arms snug around my waist. My budding extra arms itch along my elongating torso. The small stumps are full of raw nerves as the muscles and bones shift and stretch below my skin. Reaching, extending. I'm hungry. So hungry my organs cramp with the need of sustenance to complete this becoming. Grow, my child. The voice slithers into my mind, caressing my brain like a mother's song during a nightmare. Grow big and strong. I look up, the sight of the otherworldly creature terrifying yet oddly familiar. Mother? The word oozes from my mouth, hanging midair. Yes, my love. I wake screaming once more. And then I'll stop it there.
Oof.
I love that when you said, I'll check social media to see if there's something in the water, the air, anything. Both Barrett and Morgan took a drink. It was like great timing, guys. Great timing.
I, the question, are there places that could be expanded to increase the horror?
So to sum up the rest of the story, the government does a mandate. Cafes are open 24/7. People are just downing caffeine pills and energy drinks and coffee, hoarding the beans, hoarding the Keurig cups. The people that are aging, that are like losing hope, start to shoot themselves in their apartments. And so you hear the bangs and the clamoring of people trying to go get the firearms to use for themselves.
It goes Bird Box.
Yeah. So that goes down. Yeah. And the main character decides, I want to talk to my mother before I die. And so she starts to call her mother, and her mother never picks up. Her mother is probably already gone. And so they decide to spend their last night together in a comfy, clean bed and succumb. And then, they complete the transformation in their sleep and start devouring astral bodies.
People, yeah. Heartwarming.
So heartwarming.
Hopeful. It's hopeful.
So hopeful.
The monsters live on. Okay, question. So is there places to expand or increase the horror? So for me, I gotta tell you, I wouldn't do much to touch this. I think I think the horror builds, right? Because I think it takes a while to figure out. I think it takes at least the first sleep to figure out what's going on. And then by the time you know in the second sleep that they're like leaping ahead 10 years at a time, like Tiffany, those of us that are, knocking on middle age. We're close. We're sitting there thinking, oh, damn, we'd only make it 4 days or 3 days. We're doing that math in our head. And we're like, ugh. But by the time you get to the end, I think you get to a fever pitch. And like I said, that hopeful ending for some of us, darker for others, where it ends, and I think like a crescendo, but it explains the story, right? Like it's there's a beginning, a clear, again, the thing you are just so gifted at, a beginning, a middle, and an end in 2,000 words or less that takes people on a real journey where, yes, Ty, sucking the life out of old people. Hopeful, if you will. So anyway, I wouldn't touch it, but I'd be interested to see what these two think as far as where we could sneak in a little more horror. I know, Richard, it says you need permission. We were struggling with that backstage. I've got to figure out how to adjust it. So working on it. Thank you. I will figure it out. I promise. Yes. Okay.
So
but what do we think?
There is some horror in seeing the wait staff turnover every 6 hours, coming back 10 years older. The news stops because all the anchors and senior technicians have died in their sleep. So it's just running on social media now.
Which would not be good. We've seen that's not good.
I would say, and I don't know if this is necessarily increasing the horror
2 or 3 times a night,
but
aging fun.
If when they woke up, because you already have it as a jarring conversation when they wake up, and your descriptions of their body is very visceral. But maybe if you added in the aches and the pains of the body, like when he sits up, like she can hear like the bones cracking, or like maybe a tooth falls out, like different things that
kind of death becomes her, where like you start to
you start to feel the body disintegrate, if you will. That I think maybe could add a little bit of horror to it, in the sense of, for people who are like deathly afraid of aging.
Oh yeah. Also with the teeth falling out part. Like,
I know. After this, I'm headed to the dentist. I'm like, oh my god.
Or like hair falling out. Like for some people,
Wow.
the idea of hair falling out is like,
Losing vision, waking up with
like
like
she runs her
cloudy,
hand through her hair and like a clump of it is there
Yeah.
or something,
Mhm.
Like
Or
I think that for some
going-
people would freak them the fork out.
going to blink and like your eyes developing cataracts. Like each time you blink, vision getting
The
worse.
vision gets worse,
And
yeah.
when you go look in the mirror, it's like they're cloudy and they weren't before. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
So
think those
she does
like-
develop cataracts
Yeah,
during a sleep.
That's in there where
Oh, did
she
I
looks
miss
at
that?
him and
Oh.
he's like blurry or something through the cataracts
was-
or a big
okay.
blob or
Okay.
something like that. Yeah.
I thought that was just like me getting up from a deep sleep when I'm kind of like, oh. But okay, I got it. Weird scabs that weren't there before.
But yeah, I would see like the sounds and like those type of things maybe being a little bit more
I mean, it's pretty, yeah.
but no, it has the horror features.
Yeah.
Knees pop. Why are you calling me out like that? Good. I'm glad that gave you an idea. Joins forever. Hot or cold, never comfortable. That could be like a low. But it is true.
Yeah.
They started setting the thermostat 10 degrees higher. I'm wearing a shawl everywhere.
And I mean, just I guess if you want to get gruesome, I know you have the bang when somebody, does shoot themselves. But because it's so close, like maybe they could look out the window and there's like red on the window. and it becomes crystal clear what that becomes.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely knew what that. I definitely got that reference. That was
Oh,
really-
yeah, absolutely. I'm just saying if you want to increase the horror of it.
Yeah.
Trying to think. Definitely losing the mom was hard. That was a good. Eva's is interesting about the baby. Like, that's another idea I guess you could explore. It's like, what would happen to the baby?
Benjamin Buttons.
Well, but like, how would the mom ever be able to even gestate fully? Right? Because if you age 10 years a day,
Unless you just explode
And
from the
you gotta make it
full-grown child.
Like if the child just continues to grow.
like,
Oh my gosh, that's
pretty
Yeah.
horror inducing.
Or for that matter, like what happens if it's a baby? Babies sleep all the time. Like how fast is that happening?
Yeah.
Balance, good point. Hot flashes. Oh, that does sound like a nightmare. Oh, scary. That's pretty terrifying, Eva. Yes, I agree. Oof, those are terrifying. I hope the pets are still the same age. Like, that'd be a good, like, equalizer.
It's just humans.
For the pets to be like, yeah, how's that 7 years thing feel to you now? That's just a nightmare in general, CB.
Do the creatures like appear to the people as somebody? You said somebody that they know, or somebody that looks familiar, or did you say that, or did I make that up? Because she kept calling when she was dreaming the creature, and she kept calling it mother. So is that just like the mother creature, or was she seeing her mother?
No, it's just the mother creature.
Okay.
With
Ty,
all
we
the
don't
arms
always
and
have
mouths.
creepy things during the streams. You can eat every other one.
Right. It's just the horror ones. I liked the mother, actually. That, but I guess I see what you mean, Morgan. You could change the naming, maybe. Call it like Queen. Think more like Queen Bee or
Well, I just
some other thing that differentiates. I guess I see what you mean, I guess.
because I was like, I don't know. I guess I was making stuff in my head that like the creature was like showing up in a way like as somebody that they recognize, so that they would like feel more comfortable like succumbing to the
a mother.
yeah, like,
Transformation.
to the transformation being like, okay, like it's safe to come with me. It's safe to do like, transform, like come into this thing with me.
Mhm.
That's what I was envisioning when I was reading it.
And I guess for me, and maybe this is just the happily ever after part of my brain, if you wanted to find the hopeful for some of us that didn't see the hope, unlike Barrett, maybe when she asked, "Where's Jonathan?" she could say beside you, and maybe there's another creature there as well. And then that ties the two together, as opposed to on the other
And they
astral.
go off together.
And then they slurp out humanity together.
Hopeful. There was hope in that.
That would have given me a smidge of hope. I don't know.
Huh. I loved the idea of it, because to me that would be scary, to like, I don't know. I love the idea. I thought the build was good. So for me, like I said, I think like these two have thrown out some ideas where you
Oh
can
my gosh.
areas. Totally agree. But overall, this thing is going to terrorize somebody.
Okay, CB just scared me. And oh, good God.
I just said, what if they were blocked by spiders?
No, the next part.
They start crawling out of every orifice.
Ugh.
Not every orifice. Like a toothpaste, just that is that's okay. That's okay.
An actual Spider-Man.
You rose to the occasion. Eye sockets, nose, ears. Oof. Yikes! Wow.
How many words do you like? Is there a word limit that you have
2,000 or
that
less?
this has to hit, or not go over, rather?
Let me double check. $3,000.
Oh, okay. So you have some runway.
You have room. You have wiggle room. Yeah.
Amazing you squeezed all that into 1,900 words, though.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got their relationship deepening, like grief of a family member.
Even the neighbor, because the neighbor, I think, shot himself.
Yes, the
like
neighbor.
all through
That's
the
right.
through the wall, like.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow. Like a geopolitical thing with the news is shut down, so social media is the only way to access information, to a crescendo that, again, some of us will see as hopeful. A bright new day, especially if you work in retail and you think, what would be a good way to get back to all these humans? Drink their souls.
Slurp them up like a shake.
Yep. Slurpity slurp. But yeah, I don't know. I thought really well executed. I have no doubt it will get published.
Yeah.
Terrify a whole new bunch of people. But I do think it nails the dream, make it work thing. Like I think definitely nails that. But yeah. Oof.
I do like the last line in the sense of the dream theme of it. Because it does. Maybe that's the hopeful part. Is the last one?
Read it.
I'm still searching for that hope for you. I want to be on the hopeful train.
So, Richard, I'm submitting this to an anthology next month.
Yeah.
Someone's calling
and
me.
The last lines, which I loved, were, "Is this a dream? My numerous lips form the words. Isn't everything?" What not to love about that? It sounds like a wedding toast filled with hope and joy.
But some dreams are also nightmares.
No.
I know, but details.
Reality and theory sets itself in, but yeah.
Head, bones, and mouths. I just loved it. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I can't wait to hear. So what's the waiting period like? When will you know?
Well, submission window is July 1st to July 15th. So it won't even be in there for another month. But yeah, I don't know.
That's
We'll see.
exciting.
That is
We'll
almost
cheer you
like-
on. That's huge. I love it. I mean, like I said, it's hopeful. Gave me joy. I want to give it to small children. Read
Read
this.
a bedtime story.
Yeah, read this.
Yeah.
If you act crazy in a store, this is what happens. You get eaten by a worm.
More like a
Morgan,
centipede.
Yeah.
So Morgan sung in from our prompt thing, and yeah, that's like easily a good children's bedtime story.
Right? Why not?
A lesson to it, a moral lesson, and then
Oh gosh.
it's a
So
very-
I'm writing a short story right now for another anthology based off of Dracula. And this volume is all about the character Lucy.
Okay.
And so she, in the story, like the canon, she becomes a vampire and preys on children, right?
Okay.
So how is she going to calm the children down so she can get their
Eat them?
neck? She's gonna have to sing them a stupid lullaby, and you have to write a lullaby.
Oh, you came to the right place. You came to the right
Morgan.
place. Tiffany and I are going to bop out. We're going to leave you with Morgan. And you're going to end up with something real creepy. So what's your song like? What do you got so far? Or do you have nothing?
I don't have the song yet, but I do have... Scroll. 1,500 words so far in the story. So in this version, I made it a modern setting.
Okay.
Lucy was raised in Transylvania in a cult that believed in the supernatural,
Okay.
was rescued from the cult,
Okay.
taken to Georgia in the U.S. to be
As you-
deprogrammed,
As you do.
and is adopted by a rich family on the Okefenokee Swamp. And so she's being raised there and hearing all about the cryptids in Georgia, and is like fascinated by them. And of course, she has the 3 suitors, like in the book.
Okay.
So we've got Dr. Seward, who in my version wants to analyze her brain more because, deprogrammed from a cult. Very
Right.
interesting. And then instead of an adventurer, I have an influencer because might as well.
What
And
we do.
he just wants to get with her for clout. And then you've got the rich guy who she ends up with in the book. And so in this one, him and the other 2 dudes had agreed, we're not buying her presents, so we'll be on an even playing field. And so he doesn't buy her one. He hand carves her a cryptid. And she's like, you get me. Heck yes. She proposes to him. And Mina, the main character in Dracula, the main girl, she's Lucy's friend. So she's like, I did background checks. I stalked him on social media. He checks out. It's okay. Like, I approve. And so they have their engagement party on a viewing platform of the swamp because she's obsessed. And Dracula shows up, and she recognizes his accent because she grew up in Transylvania. And the more he talks, the more her repressed memories of the time in the cult are starting to surface, and she's starting to remember. And she's gonna be like, oh shoot, dang, vampires, they're real. Crap, I am one now. So she's gonna write in her diary that she wants to be buried with her blood family back in Transylvania. So they're gonna transport her body back to Transylvania, where she'll be buried and rise to terrorize the children over there. And it's gonna be fun.
You guys, another hopeful story. Okay, so what I want to come up with is a song. Like, this is now my mission in life.
All I have is something about, come little children gather round.
That's scary.
And then that's all I got.
That's a good. Let's see what else we got. So let's see in chat. If you have some ideas for a song, we're thinking like 4 quick little lines, something that you could put to like a creepy music box sound, you know, like
Like,
do they have
my
any?
brain automatically goes to Come Little Children from Hocus Pocus.
Yes, I know, me too. Come little children, I'll take thee away. Morgan, what was yours again? That was so, because you got inspired on, what was it? It was a TV show, wasn't it? And it was like a faster.
It was a commercial.
It was a
Commercial.
TikTok. It was a song,
TikTok.
like a
Yeah.
like a kid song about body positivity, and like, it was like big belly, small belly, something about bellies. Like every belly's a good belly.
Yes.
So
But
yeah,
that wasn't yours. Yours was
No.
like,
it was silly baby, happy baby. I forgot. Sad baby cries. Mama's little baby, no more screams or sighs.
That's good. So we need something like, let's see. I'd suggest a minor key. Good. That's true. That's good. We need some like
Lyrics.
words. So come on, wordsmiths. Give us, sleepy baby, happy, yeah. Sleepy baby, happy baby, sad baby cries. That was kind of, but that's kind of what we're looking for. I think the repetitiveness of that was what made it so, you just picture someone like carrying a doll without its body down the hallway, just a doll head singing that song.
wasn't she dragging the arm or
She's
something?
dragging that baby.
Yeah.
You
Another
reminded
hopeful
me
story.
of a reel that I saw.
Yeah.
There's a doll head on the beach, and a hermit crab made it its home. And so there's a doll head just crawling along the beach.
That is such a good prompt. That is such a good prompt.
I did not bring my emotionally support comfort blanket here today.
So this is
I
not
should've.
the sleep. You should have brought I should have warned you. So this is not for the sleep monster. This is for Laura's kind of. It's like, are we calling it like a Dracula retelling, but in a short story version?
Yeah, with Lucy as the main character.
Yeah. So we're looking for like the way that the vampire would convince children to not fight back.
So I'm thinking this is a song that her nanny as a kid in the cult would have sung to her to make her fall asleep. So it would probably be about a supernatural creature.
Like, hush, little vampire, put your fangs away.
So she wants the children to. So it's the song to get the children to come to her, or a song to get the children to calm down and not like scream?
Or both.
Calm down and not be terrified of her.
Okay.
Vampires are people too. Okay, see, this is harder. It's called Last Exit to Springfield. I've got a song from an episode of The Simpsons stuck in my head. On strike, okay? It isn't scary. There's no reason to be scared. Just close your eyes and dream good thoughts and let sleepy time take you there. Ooh, I like that. That's in the right vein. My teeth aren't scary. They're shiny.
Oh,
no
Margaret's
reason-
here. Margaret sings a bunch of songs.
No reason to be
We should
scared.
be able to come up with something.
Hey, Margaret, can you think of a creepy...
Alert from calendar. Lunch.
I gotta turn that off.
I love that you like take care of yourself first. You're like, lunchtime. Y'all gotta go in 10. I am trying hard. I really want to solve it. Hey, Margaret. Hey, Margaret. I like this. This is in the right vein. But I'm getting the vibe of like Morgan's, but like a little more upbeat, like you said. So it's something maybe they heard before. So it's sort of like a siren song.
So, as a kid, Lucy always knew that humans were prey for vampires. And so, even though she knew she would be dinner, she was never that scared. She was a strange child.
See, I was thinking like something like a lullaby, like Rest Little Baby, Or rest, little one. The end is near. Don't have to worry. Don't have to fear. Life will be done. You'll sleep very soon. Just rest, little baby. There's no need to fear.
Yeah, that's good. This is creepy too. Little one, come to me. Let us rock and let us sing. A kiss is nice, but not just right. Cuddle close for a sweet, sharp bite.
Ooh.
Yes.
Makes me think of the song I should be singing. No focus, exactly. We referenced it. Come, little children, take thee away. Yes, it has. It has. Okay, well, the group will work on that, Laura. We'll think, and we'll just pop into
I
chat.
just wrote a weird one.
Putting it. Oh, good. What was it?
Bat wings flap in the pale moonlight. Clouds float by to hide the sight. Rest in my arms, my sweet little dear. Danger's not lurking, it's already here.
Okay, listen. We've struggled for how long, and you just coughed that up?
I love the last line.
That was great. I like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
go with that.
Okay.
The fear, little dear. Very good alliteration. Morgan, very good. You definitely have a knack. Very good alliteration.
What did I say? I didn't say anything.
It might have been Laura.
Thank you.
I love it too. Quality for perfect feedback. Agree. That was really good, Laura. I think that's the one.
Thanks.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I'm glad we could help you with that.
You made me sit down and do it.
Well, there you go. We're good for that. Is there anything else we can dive deep into for you?
I have so many stories.
4 days later. Any more, Laura?
I know. I have one with.
How old would we be?
Aging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old.
I don't know. Like, I have one where a girl gets her fortune read by a mechanical spider in exchange for a lock of her hair.
Oh, I know where this started.
Yes.
Why did they want the lock of the hair?
It's Dez's fault.
Oh.
So I don't know, but that one you need to read it. I don't know.
Well,
I
we
can save it for later.
We'll bring you back another month.
It was because Des got her hair caught in the tarot cards.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, so this mechanical spider will read tarot cards with, like, it's draped in all these different colors, strands of hair, and yeah. I figured out the twist. I was so proud of myself. And then I had someone start reading it, and I realized I changed a character's name halfway through. I'm like, dang it.
I do like when that happens, though. It's a little surprise. You're like, oh, that's right.
Yeah. So.
And then for a few pages, you're like, who's Carol?
Who's Jennifer? Like, oh, oops.
Done it.
I'll save it for later.
Yeah. Well, if you out there are feeling brave and want to join us,
Ty wants to join us.
Who does?
Ty.
Yay,
So how do I get on the docket for the writer's room?
Well, I won't make the form because clearly I don't know how to make them available. So we'll have to give that to someone else to do, Ty. But basically, you message one of the three of us, and then we'll put you on the schedule. Second Tuesday of the month at 11 a.m. Next month is Tiffany's house. Yeah. So Tiffany's house next month. Send us
Morgan's in August. Back here for Barrett in September.
Laura Nettles' website is there for the newsletter. So
that is pretty easy feedback, even.
Yeah. So please join us if you want to. We will have a form in the future. Not exactly sure when. And I'll fix the form for Prompt Shop before Storyteller's Hearth stuff this weekend. Before we go, let me pass it to Laura first to do the plug of all the things. And then we'll go through our old selves.
The universal plug.
Yes.
I'm Laura Nettles. I mostly write horror. My horror collection is out now called Tiny Shivers. And I will be around on 3 streams this weekend for Storyteller's Hearth. And then I will be on 2 streams for the AWC. One is for publishing short stories, and one is for doing cover design in Canva. So, yay! So I'll be around there.
Awesome sauce. Morgan, Tiffany, what do you guys have coming up? Nothing really? Nothing big going on?
Well, am I going next?
Yeah, go for it.
So I will be on the Storyteller's Hearth stream. I will be on, God, what am I saying? I will be on Maya's and Emma Bennett's and Shannon's. I think they're all on Sunday, so I'll be there on Sunday. And then next weekend is the AuthorTube Writing Conference. My presentation is on Sunday at, I think, 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Central Time. One of those. It is on editing, and I think that's all I got.
Yay. You got a movie quote in my head.
Oh, what's
10
fun?
a.m. Santa's coming to town. Santa!
That's for Elf.
Ow. Eva, we could get down with this. That's okay. Get in touch. So Eva and Ty on deck. We'll stalk you both. You'll regret saying that.
Yay.
Tiffany, go ahead.
I'm stalking no one. I'm Tiffany. I'm not on the Storyteller's Hearth this weekend, but I am doing Saturday shorts if you need like a little moment to just decompress in there on my channel, as well as today is the release day for Des Laurie over on Amazon. So go check out our 2 stories, Shot at Forever and Book It About Love.
Yay. I need to drop this link. Hold.
Don't feel bad, CB. I have never seen it either.
What?
Sorry.
I only own like 3 or 4 Christmas movies, and that's one of them.
Oh, yeah. It's just fun. Okay, Des Laurie is there in the comments, so check it out there. Okay,
I don't know how many Halloween movies I own, but I own like 3 or 4 Christmas ones.
Millions.
I probably
Millions.
only own like 1 or 2 Halloween movies.
I don't think I own any Christmas movies, but I own a lot of Halloween movies.
I own
I
that
own a lot of Halloween.
original animated How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Oh, I love that one.
I own It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Oh, that's good too. Okay, I have to buy my copies of Des Laurie, so get out there and do that too. Don't forget all of the Storyteller's Hearth. I'm doing one with Andrea, and then I'm doing one with Jess Williamson with JC Carpenter and Esther, I believe. So look for that. That'll be lots of fun. Check out the AuthorTube Writing Conference the next weekend. It's going to be amazing. And be sure and thank Shannon and Margaret for all of their hard work pulling all of that together. And support all the people here, of course. And yeah, I'm going to be starting the prompt shop coming up next Monday. And I'm going to follow Morgan on Mondays. So I'll be going from 11 to 1 doing prompts each week, inviting different people to come on and write with me. And we'll build a story together. And then with the audience, we'll work on the transitions and make it a full story in the 2 hours we have together. So join me for Prompt Shop on Mondays. I can't wait to see you there. And then us every second Tuesday of the month. And AuthorTubers React will be back in the fall. Love you all lots. Thanks for coming. Laura's amazing. Bye. I always forget there's 2 buttons.